What is up, you geezers, blow tie geezers? It is Chris Modern 9 here. I would just like to sit here for a moment in silence, and I would just like to remind myself in admiration of the amazing, beautiful player that is Eden Hazard, and that remarkable goal against Liverpool tonight. Wow, it was majestic. So Chelsea are through to the next round of the League Cup after a 2-1 victory over Liverpool at Anfield. Well, I know I've already said it, but that goal by Eden Hazard, just pure genius. It was just absolutely grade A. I mean, I love him. I love Eden Hazard. I worship Eden Hazard. I want to give Eden Hazard a big hug. I want to give Eden Hazard a massive bro hug right now. I love that guy to bits. I really do. I really do. But aside from Eden Hazard and his brilliance, you know, the game wasn't all 100% great. It was, I mean, it was a game of two sides. It was a game of real grout, I think. The first half was all about the possession game. I don't know, there were very, very few clear-cut chances in the first half. Second half was where it really kicked off, though. Christensen making the absolute worst mistake at the back at the beginning of the second half, just passing it back and Danny Sturridge picking it up, going round Caballero, and, well, doing what Fernando Torres used to do at Chelsea all those years ago. I mean, well, I guess you could just say that, you know, maybe Sturridge is a bit of a Chelsea boy somewhere. But unfortunately, a little bit later on in the game, that wasn't the case because he did actually put the ball in the net with I guess it was a scissor kick, I guess. I think he may have sort of tried, he went for an effort. It was saved by Caballero, I think, and then it just went to him. He scissor kicked it in, 1-0 to Liverpool. But I got to be honest, the defending today was absolutely leaky as hell. I don't know how we were able to only concede one goal. I mean, Liverpool could have scored a few goals. You know, of course, that chance that Sturridge had, there were a few others that Liverpool had. And of course, just too many chances to count for Liverpool. It could have been like 3 or 4-0 to Liverpool at that time, but defending was terrible. I think Christensen was a little bit inexperienced in that game, but I guess you could say I kind of wanted to see Christensen make those mistakes because he needs to learn from these mistakes. You know, this is a huge game against a real, possibly one of our biggest title rivals. So now he's made that mistake. Hopefully he's not going to do it again. He has been the scapegoat of a few mistakes last season, especially when you look back in the games against Roma in the Champions League. He was a little bit inexperienced there, but I guess you could say the same here, but you know, I think there were times, Christensen, when he did actually defend really well, but you know, that's not really saying much. Our defence as a whole in that one game was really leaky. Ross Barkley, poor. Absolutely poor. I've got to be honest. Barkley just, I don't know if he either got the service or not, but Barkley was very poor. Didn't really provide very much. I mean, if you compare him to someone like Jorginho, who's always available, always likes to pass out wide, always passes to someone who's available, you know, always makes sure that he's available at every chance he gets the ball. Barkley just didn't know what he was doing out there, especially when we were 1-0 down. You know, we were in a phase where we just didn't know what to do with the ball, and Barkley was, every time he had the ball, he gave it away. Every time he tried to pass the ball, it was sloppy. You know, it was pretty bad. Willian, I thought, was a bit sloppy as well. He was misplacing passes. You know, he was getting robbed off the ball and in places. I didn't really like his play very much. Morata. Okay, let's talk about Morata. Morata did try out there. He did have opportunities. He did try and score. He is still showing signs of weakness somewhere because every time he gets the ball, I keep comparing him to players like Drogba and Costa. Whenever he gets the ball and he takes on defenders, all that happens is that he just gets pushed off the ball because he's just not strong enough. And you just can't be like that when you're a centre forward. You need to be that reliable person up front. Don't get me wrong. Morata did have chances at goal. He tested the keeper. There were pretty damn good headers in there as well. But he just got a little bit short today. But, you know, you can't fault Morata for trying, but he just really needs to take the game by the scruff of the neck, take charge, play your game, and just try and beat defenders. Try and muscle defenders out of the way to get into space and either cross the ball in for somebody to try and get on the end of it, or try and head the ball in, get into a good position in the penalty box to head the ball. But you can't fault Morata's efforts today. I thought he was okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay. He was good. Let's not forget the goal that Emerson scored from the set piece. I think it was Ross Barkley headed the ball in. Good save by Mignolet, but it was followed in by Emerson to make it 1-1. And then, well, a little bit later on, that pure... Everybody just stood and watched. Everybody just stood and watched the brilliance. That was Eden Hazard's goal. It was quite sheer class. It was sheer class. And, well, of course, as soon as Chelsea go 2-1 up, of course they have to bring on Mohamed Salah, don't they? I mean, there was little time for Salah to do anything. But, yeah, I mean, this win over Liverpool gives us a lot of confidence. I think it gives us a lot of... some of that confidence back. Because everybody's heads were down after that 0-0 draw against West Ham. And, you know, everyone was like saying, oh, Liverpool have beaten Southampton 3-0. West Ham was a bit of a frustrating game. Everybody's heads go down. But that win against Liverpool at Anfield really gives us that fire back. And I think that next game against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge in the league, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a different game. You know, Liverpool are going to bring their really, really big guns in that game. You know, Liverpool dropped a few players in that game. You know, we didn't have Alisson in goal for them. Salah didn't play the whole game. In fact, he only played the last 5 minutes, I think. Firmino's going to be playing. Mane's going to be playing. Wijnaldum, Keita in the middle. Van Dijk, possibly. Lovren. They're going to have their big team out, Liverpool. And of course, so are we. So are we. We're going to bring our big guys as well. But it's, you know, because we dropped players as well. We dropped Jorginho. We dropped... I think Kante didn't play a majority of the game. He only played half. Well, Jorginho didn't play. So, of course, he's been rested. He's fully fit and ready, hopefully. But it's our defense. It's our defending. I think that's our biggest weakness. It's just the defending. It's a real problem for Chelsea right now is our defending. We don't even know who's our best defense right now. Maybe if Rudiger was playing, he would have been a little bit solid. I think Christensen was good. I think he was solid, but there were times where he just showed a little bit of inexperience. You know, of course, that pass back gave it straight to Sturridge, and he could have scored, but he put it wide, obviously. But... I don't know. You see, the thing is, right, you either go with Christensen, who is solid at times, but he's prone to the odd inexperience here and there. Or you go for someone like David Luiz, who's a little bit under the cosh, a little bit casual. So it's all about that defense. We need to solid up our defense. That's our problem. The attack, the passing is great. The integrity of our passing is great. Our domination of the game is top notch. Our defending is terrible, and it needs a bit more strength at the back. Let's just make sure of that. But yeah, 2-1 over Liverpool nonetheless. It was a good game. It was a good game. I'm just glad that Eden Hazard just showed that absolute sheer class that he can deliver at really, really vital times of a game. And yeah, we're through. We're through to the next round of the League Cup. Now I don't even know if the draw is going to happen today. If it is, then I guess we'll find out who we're getting in the League Cup next. Up against Derby, hopefully. Chelsea against Lampard. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Chelsea against Derby County. That would be an interesting game of football. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. What you thought of the Chelsea-Liverpool game in the League Cup. Make sure you subscribe to me on this channel, and make sure you subscribe to Chris Marder Games as well if you happen to like gaming as well. And make sure you follow me on Twitter at ChrisMarder9. I talk about Chelsea. I talk about gaming, esports, anything I want to talk about. Go ahead and follow me over there. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you at the end of the Chelsea-Liverpool game in the Premier League. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey door, and peace.